watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the December 1st meeting for the Michigan City Board of Public Works and Safety. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning. I'll call to order this Board of Works and Public Safety meeting for Monday, December 1st. The time is approximately 8:30. Call the roll. Mr. Simmons?
Present.
Mr. Tisdale?
Present.
Ms. Smith?
Present.
Ms. Moore?
Present.
And Mr. York is present, and Miss LePage.
Here.
Attorney LePage. Sorry. Sorry, forgive me. It's been a long weekend. Okay. First order of business today is approval of minutes for our regular hybrid meeting, which was held on November 17th, 2025. So everybody had time to review those minutes. Are there any additions, redactions, anything of that nature?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Mr. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore, chair votes aye as well. All righty. Next order of business is awarding of an RFP. This is an awarding of a proposal for tree watering for spring of 2026, and this was tabled from our November 17th, 2025 meeting. Ms. LePage, have you had time to review this? Are we in order?
We are going to ask that it be tabled again. I know I've spoken with our acting forester, and he is looking at possibly an alternative route
Okay.
that we're exploring rather than awarding it as an RFP.
Okay.
So I wanted to give him some time.
Okay. Any questions for Ms. LePage? Or I know Mr. Graff is on as well. I appreciate him being here today. He's online.
Table until when?
What would you like it tabled to? 2 weeks? Or
Let's do the next meeting unless Phil has anything that he wants to say further.
okay. So we've heard the request to table this to our next meeting, which is 12/15/2025. Would anyone like to make that motion?
Motion to table until our next meeting, which will be December the
15th.
15th.
Support.
Call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you. All righty. Moving on. Next, we have a contract. Approval of a contract between the City of Michigan City and Local 288, Council 962 AFL-CIO for the 2026-2027 years. Ms. LePage, we've been actively working with them. Is all in order and we're ready to go with this today?
It is. So we've been negotiating with them probably since, I don't know.
Long time.
Yeah, I think July of this year, and we've finally reached a new agreement for the next 2 years. If I could just give the board just some highlights here. This is our AFSCME contract. The employees that are covered by the AFSCME contract are the street department. We have certain clerical positions. But what we are going to add to this is that our vector department would be included in the union contract. A few more highlights here would be the employees would be entitled to the 2% raise. We're going to be changing holidays so it's consistent with the general employee manual. We would be eliminating President's Day and Columbus Day, but we're going to be offering employees 3 personal days. So if they would want to choose those as holidays, then they can, but we're going to be giving them 3 personal days. What we also are going to do for the retiree insurance, they've agreed to a 50-50 split on a cost for retiree insurance if they end up working, I believe it's 20 some years and retiring here and not qualifying for Medicare, that they would be entitled to that 50-50 split. A few other highlights are the union also agreed with longevity and vacation bonus that the existing employees would be grandfathered in at their current rates and scales. But for employees hired after January 1st of 2026, we're going to go back and use the old scale. So it's going to be a little bit of a cost saving measures for the city for the longevity and the vacation bonus. So a couple of years ago, the city increased all of that, and what we are trying to do is enact some cost saving measures now. One more change would be usually we exchange proposals about April, May. We've all realized that that's too early. So we realize that's at least no later than August 1st of each year, exchange proposals, because by that time, the controller's office will have an idea of what the budget can handle, an idea of what property tax draws will be like. So, and the AFSCME union's already voted in favor of this, so we just need the
Perfect.
board's approval and signature.
Perfect. Any questions of Ms. LePage? Any questions of Attorney LePage?
I think it's a good contract. Is this the first year that clerical has been added to?
No.
No, there's certain clerical positions that have been in historically for years.
I am glad to see Vector be a part of this. I think that's a good move. Any questions of Attorney LePage? All right, I'll open up for public comment. Any public comment on this item? Any public comment on this item? Any public comment? Going once, going twice. Okay, I'm closed public comments. Any questions, any further questions from the board of Ms. LePage? Or can we entertain a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Support.
Call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you, Amber, for putting this together. I know it took a long time to take care of. Next order of business is another contract. This is a contract for the approval. This is approval of a contract between the City of Michigan City and Great Lakes Urban Forestry for forestry services through December 31st, 2025, and the total amount not to exceed $100,000. Is Mr. Graff going to present on this, or would you like to take care of it?
I'll be happy to take care of it. He is available if the board
I saw him
any
online.
questions. But last year was the first year that we went this route with utilizing Mr. Graff and a forester on a contract basis. I believe the city has been extremely satisfied with his services and his expertise, and so we would like to continue that on. The contract would not exceed $100,000. We do have Mr. Graff's hourly rate, which he bills us at for which is $125 an hour for consulting services. But yeah, he's been wonderful. He's assisted us with the federal grant we're doing. He
Yes.
assists us with our day-to-day operations and tree needs, and I can't say anything better about services we're getting.
I know that in my department and in the planning department, we are very happy with Mr. Graff. So I would like to continue having him serve as our forester. And I know that he's jumped in and just really just helped out a whole lot with a lot of our projects that we've been working on. Mr. Graff, would you like to say anything? You made it here and you're online, so I'm going to give you the opportunity.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You guys have been wonderful as well, and thanks for the kind words. I'm here for whatever you need me for, but certainly to see you guys through this federal grant is the priority at this point, and we've got a ways to go. So I'm enjoying it, and just want to say thank you very much.
Thank you. I know we've got a lot of trees out there now, and we're actually seeing the fruits of your labor. So thank you. Any questions of Mr. Graff or of Attorney LePage about this contract on the board? Any questions? Okay, I'll open up for public comment. Any public comment on this item? Any public comments on this item? Alrighty, I'm going to close public comments. Any further questions from the board, or can I entertain a motion?
Motion to approve.
Support.
We'll call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you. All righty. Next order of business is Board of Works meeting dates. This is approval of the Board of Works meeting dates for 2026. Has everyone had time to review those? Any concerns? Changes? Okay, everybody's happy. All right. Okay. Ms. LePage, anything that we need to do?
Just approve them.
Okay, cool. Do I open any public comments? I assume. Public comments? No? Yeah.
If you want.
I'll open it for public comments. Any public comments on the dates? Any public comments on the dates? All right, I'm gonna close public comments. Any questions, or do we entertain a motion for our setting our dates for next, that to be the 2026 year?
Motion to approve 2026 meeting dates and times.
Perfect. For a second,
Support.
call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Mr. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. All righty. Next order of business is a request for special purchase. The Michigan City Police Department is requesting the special purchase of one 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the necessary police emergency equipment for a total amount of $41,155.00. Good morning.
Morning.
Tell us a little bit about what it is and what we're doing, and I think that's all we really need.
Yeah. So Michigan City Police Department has a warrants division. They drive non-fully marked police department vehicles. We have had a vacancy in that position for some time now. Next year, we will be filling that vacancy with a new detective. And so we spoke with LaPorte Chrysler. They have a kind of a year-old model, if you will, Jeep that they can also provide us with the upfitting equipment. And then we are again going to be using an in-house officer who's been helping us with that upfitting. So between it being a year-old model, that upfitting, labor cost savings, this seemed to be kind of like a good opportunity to take advantage to take care of that fleet issue we have with that going into next year.
Okay. Attorney LePage, have you had time to review this and you agree it's special purchase?
Yes.
Meets the criteria? Okay. Ms. Smith, we have money?
Yes.
Okay, that's always good. Any questions of Assistant Chief? Any questions of Assistant Chief? Yeah, go ahead.
Hi.
Did the Warrens Division get a vehicle last year? Was it a van?
That was a transport van that we utilized, and it's also worth noting that we have a sergeant who runs that unit. His car is provided to us through HIDA, so this would be, only the second car that we actually have to facilitate for that unit.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? Any questions from the board? Okay, I'm gonna open for public comments. Any public comments on this item? Any public comments on this item? Any public comments on this item? Okay, hearing none, I'll close public comments. Any further questions from the board, or if not, can I entertain a motion?
Motion to approve.
Here's second.
Support.
I'll call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep. Alrighty. Next order of business is a sidewalk and road closure for construction. Green City Demo LLC is requesting a sidewalk and partial lane closure in front of 1605 Franklin Street for replacement of dumpster until interior demo is completed. Anyone here from Green Demo, or is there anyone online from Green Demo, or first of all, I guess my question is, do we have everything in order for this request?
The certificate of insurance is in order, but I'm sure the board has questions.
Yes. Just making sure we can even hear this, if you will.
It is in order, the certificate of insurance, but like I said, I'm sure the board has questions.
Absolutely. Anyone here from, I see someone online.
Yeah.
Are you from Green Demo? And would you just give us kind of we know enough about this project, but can you give us a snippet of what you're actually asking us to do?
Yes. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to be needing to shut down the sidewalk and a partial lane closure.
Yeah, the lane closure actually dips in.
And the lane closure will kind of dip in, and it's going to be for use of our machines along the front of the building to be able to get up and over the facade and get into the building safely, for dumpster access, and just for public safety.
Okay, so it'll be the outside. So what we're requesting is the outside lane closure on Franklin Street, basically, and the parking spaces in front, directly in front.
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
This will be taken in on the weekends. It'll just be the dumpster sitting there. So when we're not working, that lane closure will be open back up when we're not there.
And then, do you know approximately? I think the other thing that we were just wanting to know is the a time frame for closure. Do you have an approximate?
It was based on your all's availability to approve us to do this. So once we have that approval, we're thinking no more than 6 weeks. We think we'll have it done in 4 weeks, but it's a very dangerous situation there. So we want to, not rush it.
Gotcha. Okay, so 4 to 6 weeks. So 4 to 6 weeks is safe to say.
So
Yes.
you may just want to identify who's speaking.
Yeah, and then
For
absolutely for the record, just because we can you identify who you are, a name, address, etc.
Sure. I'm Dan Thomas, president of Green City Demolition here in Cincinnati, Ohio. 11980 Runyon Drive. The person I'm speaking before is Chad Woolery. He's the operations manager for Green City Demolition here. And we came up and took a look at that project several weeks ago and put a detailed plan together for the owner. And so now we're hoping you guys can get this approved so we can get moving on this project.
Perfect. Thank you for the formal introduction. I'm going to open it up for my board. My board, I know, has questions, and I'm going to open it up for them to speak.
You said you have a formal project put together at this point. Have we had a chance as Michigan City to review that process?
We've submitted permitting. I don't know what all you all have looked at.
Can you speak to that, please?
What all did you?
Give us one.
Just
Give us
give
one.
us a second.
Give us 1 second. We have our enforcement officer coming up. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
The Marcus Briscoe Code Enforcement Manager. They do have a permit they submitted Monday the 24th. So it's still in review right now as it stands.
Okay. Have you had time to review the actual proposal, though, what they're proposing today?
I have not. Wendy has been taking a mantle on this whole entire
Okay.
situation. So I just pretty much look at and review at everything afterwards. So
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can assure you too, we'll have all the appropriate signage there. People will know where they have to cross streets before they get to that location. Like I said, when there's no danger, there's no issue, we'll remove that. Take it in while we're not there.
Good questions. What's more? I want to make sure you get everything you need. Mr. Simmons? You good? You don't have to speak. I'm just saying you okay. Gotcha. Mr. Warner, have you had time to review this? Do you see any issues? I mean, I guess the bonus here is that we have 2 lanes and it's different than being to being north of 11th versus south of 11th Street.
Correct. Tim Warner, city engineer. The signage, sidewalk closures and that Dan had talked about, I think we're fine with that. If there's any tweaking that needs to be done during the whole operations there, we'll work together to make sure that we get everything set up right. So I think that's good to go.
Okay. I do know, I did look up some things on Greendale. I do know that you guys are a very reputable company. So I can appreciate the fact that we have a very reputable company doing this project. So I appreciate that.
We appreciate the opportunity, and this client is a close friend of a very close friend of mine. So we're very excited to be a part of this, and your guys' revitalization that's going on in your city is amazing. So we got a nice tour down there, and we're very impressed with what you're doing.
Thank you. Any other questions of the board?
Do the police need to?
Yeah,
respond to this?
Captain or Commander Jesse, have you had time to kind of review this? Do you have any concerns? Thoughts, concerns, all the above?
Captain Jesse. I have no concern. I mean, there's Franklin Street's a 2-lane road in both directions at that point. So as far as any minor lane restrictions and stuff like that while they're working, I don't see an issue with that with traffic standpoint.
Any questions of Captain? Okay. What was it before?
What about snow removal?
I literally was just about to ask that question. I was like, well, I guess snow removal is going to be a whole another thing, but I know we can't depend on that one. You guys may have to remove the snow behind your own fence. So,
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So how soon would the closure start, and is it dependent upon their permits being
Perfect
approved?
question. If this was approved by the board today, how quickly would this start? I guess I would ask that to Green Demolition.
How soon would the permits be available? Because we can't do anything without the permits.
Okay.
So
it's
what's
conditioned upon us.
what's the normal turnaround on?
I'm going to look at Mr. Briscoe back there and say 2 weeks, maybe sooner if this is approved today. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know if they can do that. I feel like if they have to wait 2 weeks, that's putting them really back behind. Anyways, yeah, I'd say as soon as we possibly can get it reviewed. So I don't want to put words in the other department's mouth, but
If it bleeds a little into the Christmas time, that could be a little difficult because of the way Christmas and New Year fall for us. But I do know that there's a sense of urgency on this job because there's a mandate put in place.
Sure.
And maybe with this, we could get just maybe a couple weeks relief of that if we do run into the Christmas time before we can start. That way we'd start right at the first of the year. The first Monday going into January would be there. If the permits aren't approved for a couple weeks.
I don't know that we can address that right now. Yeah, I agree with Ms. Moore. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. It's going to be one of the two of them, Dave or Wendy, and they're not here today to speak to it. So I'll try to do what I can up there. And hopefully we can reach out to Mr. Briscoe can help us out maybe a little bit. See if we can get those sped up. Okay. Any other further questions of Green Demo about this request from the board? Anyone? Yeah. I'm gonna open it up online in a minute. Any questions from the board? All right, I'm going to open up for public comment and open it up for online. I see some hands up online as well. So go ahead.
Warp 9 here. That's Scott Mellon, 200 Kenwood Place. Good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Scott.
For the love of God, approve this for this man. He has been trying so hard to move this project forward. It sounds like they finally have a reputable company willing to get going. The concerns I find are minor for that structure, Franklin. So please, if we want this building saved, let's give them a chance to save it and approve this request. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments?
Yes, this is Tommy Kolavic from 16 Ohio Street. Mr. Graff was given 100 days to get this going, and I really wish he'd extend his 100-day a permit, we want to get this safe build. We don't want this building torn down. The northern midtown section of Franklin Street resembling northern blocks of Broadway over in the city of Gary. So give them another 100 days on this to get going. They're going to be working in the middle of the winter time. It's going to be really hard. Probably the 6 weeks or 4 weeks is going to go over as a 100-day time. So give them an extension on his 100 days. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Any other public comments? Anything else online? Any other public comments? Okay, I'm gonna close public comments. It's a pleasure of the board. Or does the board have any further questions of anyone that's made presentations today?
Motion to approve pending approval of permits. Support.
I'll call for the vote. Mr. Simmons,
Aye.
Ms. Insisto,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. We will try to get the, I'm looking at Mr. Briscoe. Can you please check in on the demo permits? Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Our next order of business is simply a correspondence. I'm going to read the correspondence. There's no action we need to take, but I will read this. This is a notice of public comment. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management, IDM, has received an application from Lavender Fields Holdings, LLC, located at 402 Royal Road, for a new source construction and Part 70 operating permit. If approved by IDEM's Office of Air Quality, this permit would allow Lavender Field Holdings LLC to construct and operate a new data center facility. This notice is posted on IDEM's website with the notice of 30-day period of public comment from November 13th, 2025 to December 15th, 2025. All righty. Our next order of business is payroll claims docket. Has everyone had time to review that? Is there any questions, or do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Support.
Call for the vote. Mr. Simmons.
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale.
Aye.
Ms. Smith.
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Next order of business is our claims docket for our November 1st, 2025. Everyone had time to look that over? Any questions, or do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Support.
Call for the vote. Mr. Simmons.
Aye.
Ms. Tisdale.
Aye.
Ms. Smith.
Aye.
Ms. Moore.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. All right. Our unfinished business request for road and railroad repair. Councilman Don Prince-Walensky is requesting the following: to put CSX railroad ties along Arthur Street back on the pending items list and give, so basically this is the same railroad ties, and to put the repairs to the CSX road crossing at Buffalo on the pending list. Any new updates? This was tabled from our November 3rd, 2025 meeting. City Engineer Warner, any news? Any news?
Tim Warner, City Engineer. I have not gotten any response back from CSX on my emails and text and calls. So I have a letter that I'm drafting to them, same format as we used years ago, and we were trying to get them to paint the overpass for Michigan Boulevard, and that, you know where that went. So, but we'll do that, and I'll get a copy to the president here of the board.
Perfect. Any questions? Any comments?
Sorry.
Any comments from Mr. Warner?
You say you drafted a letter, or you're drafting one?
I have a draft letter, yeah.
Are you gonna send that?
I'll send it today.
Any other comments or questions of Engineer Warner? All righty. Thank you. All right. I'll open up our next our next order of business is public comment. Any public comment? Or yeah.
Yeah, this is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. Terry Gritham was just on Community Focus before coming in on WeFM. I just want to encourage everybody to get out and enjoy the Festival of Lights Parade and the tree lighting ceremony. I guess Chris Yagelski got us a 40-foot Christmas tree they're going to put up at 7th and Franklin. They're going to be lighting that up. I think the parade starts at 5 p.m. Saturday, and then they're going to have the tree lighting ceremony. They're going to move the chili cook-off where all the city departments have everybody pays $5. It all goes to the United Way, Meals on Wheels of LaPorte County. It's really good chili, and everybody come out and have a happy holidays. And just want to let everybody know it's going to be at the Barker Hall this year at 7th and Washington Street. It's going to be my first chance to go and see what they've done to that place. I bet it's going to be really nice. It's the old McGivens pub for everybody that don't know. A lot of things going on there right now. I know they're putting that new museum. It's going to be really nice, and just going to have a happy holiday. I think the street department did a really good job this weekend getting all the streets cleaned. Thank you.
Thank you. Terry, anything you want to let us know, or was that good enough? He hit it all. Just making sure we got all the information out. Okay. Chief, you need anything from us? Busy time of year.
Taylor, Fire Chief.
Good morning.
How are you guys today?
Good.
All right, so I was asked, I'll give you guys a copy of this. I was asked, this was just kind of thrown on my lap this morning because the person that was going to speak on it is busy. The fire department, through some union members, it's not necessarily a union function, not necessarily a fire department function. Some of the firefighters want to help out the high school. So on December the 20th, at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Michigan City, at our Station 4 down on Cleveland and 20, they're going to have a pancake breakfast, and all the proceeds are going to go to the Michigan City High School swimming and diving team. So if anybody can make it, cool, And Mr. Kolovic there mentioned the chili cook-off. Thank you for all you that are going to come out and vote for the fire department so we can get that title back. Somehow the police beat us last year. We gotta shut that down.
The rival.
That's all I have. Thank you. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Chief.
Any questions for me?
Any questions for Chief?
Nothing.
No, I have none.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Any other public comments? Any other public comments? Anything online? Go ahead online.
Warpin here, Scott Mellon, 200 Kenwood Place. Want to thank everybody. It's great to see everybody. Hope we all had a good holiday. Back to the permit for the demolition for the dumpster. Why does it take weeks to get an approval for a permit? This, in my opinion, brings out a problem we generally have in Michigan City with issuing permits. I see no reason why it should take further. If you have an accredited company, clearly this has been on the plan for quite a while. They have a quality company now, and waiting another 2 weeks just seems crazy to me. And again, it points out a problem I see with the city issuing permits in general. On another note, I would like to say the Police Civil Service Commission is not meeting this month, but if Chief Shakarski's there, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Shop with a Cop is, I think, December 6th. And we thank Walmart for their participation in that. And I just want to bring that to the public's attention. Thank you.
Any other public comments? Good morning.
Good morning, Eric Williams, Michigan City Special Events. I'm just wanted to reiterate, as it was brought up for this weekend, it is a 2-day event for the Festival of Light this year. That will start Friday, December 5th with a 6 o'clock tree lighting ceremony at 7th Street Plaza with visits with Santa Claus to follow. And then Saturday, December 6th, we will have the Kindle Market beginning at 2 o'clock at Barker Hall. The Festival of Lights Parade will begin at 5 o'clock. That's going to run from 4th Street to 9th Street. And just a friendly reminder to bring non-perishable food items for the Real Housewives of LaPorte County. And then, as was said, the Chili Challenge and Visits with Santa will follow shortly after the parade. We're all doing something fun this year. On December 5th, we're going to actually have the Marquette High School Chorus will be performing at the tree lighting ceremony. And on Saturday, the Michigan City High School Treble Chorale and City Singers will be performing at 6:30 at Barker Hall. So very excited to expand this event this year and looking forward to having everybody come out.
Yeah, busy weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Anything online? Any other public comments? Going once, going twice. All right, I'm gonna close public comments. Any board comments? Any board comments? I would like to say that I think their streets look great, sidewalks look great. So our city really did a great job this weekend. I know that was hard to be off and yet have a holiday and then have a snowstorm. So we really appreciate all of the city departments coming together and making that happen. So thank you all.
And they had to pick up the leaves before the snow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, we really appreciate it. And I hope the citizens appreciate it as well. So any other board comments? Can I entertain a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Your second?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.